Pursuit of a sanctioned oil tanker yesterday. Are you able to share what became of that tanker? Was the U.S. able to seize it?
No, it's moving along, and we'll end up getting it. Yeah, we're actually pursuing it. Can you imagine? Because it came from the wrong location. It came out of Venezuela, and it was sanctioned.
A dramatic reversal at sea. After hours of pursuit, the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard failed to seize the oil tanker BELLA-1, a vessel Washington says is tied to Venezuela's sanctions-evasion network. According to ABC News, the tanker escaped capture, slipping into the open Atlantic after being chased since early Sunday morning. BELLA-1 had been flagged by U.S. authorities as part of a so-called dark fleet, ships accused of covertly moving oil to bypass sanctions. Officials say the vessel was flying a false flag and operating under a judicial seizure order, giving U.S. forces legal grounds to board it. But when authorities moved in, the tanker fled. Despite the pursuit, BELLA-1 managed to outrun interception and disappear into international waters. The vessel was not carrying oil at the time, officials told ABC News, but was believed to be en route to load crude, a move U.S. authorities were trying to stop. The failed seizure marks a rare and embarrassing moment in Washington's escalating maritime crackdown. Just days earlier, U.S. forces successfully seized 2 other tankers linked to Venezuela. This time, the target got away. The pursuit comes amid rising pressure on Caracas as President Donald Trump threatens what he calls a total and complete blockade of sanctioned oil shipments to and from Venezuela. Such a blockade could devastate the country's oil-dependent economy and tighten the standoff between Washington and President Nicolás Maduro. Maduro has rejected the pressure, accusing the U.S. of economic warfare and regime change ambitions.
Referenced the lower amount of illegal drugs that are coming by sea, and you just said that you're going to start that same program on land soon. Are you just referring to Venezuela, or are you referring to other countries in Latin America?
Anywhere drugs are pouring in, anywhere, not just Venezuela. No. Yes?
Speaking of Venezuela, oil, what are we going to do with the oil that we have?
Going to do with what?
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it. We're keeping it.
Where's it going? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic oil reserve?
Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also. Yeah, please.
About Venezuela, sir, have you spoken to American oil companies that have had their assets seized about what a post-Maduro Venezuela would mean for them, of what coming back and restarting operations?
The big ones, yeah. I have. Yeah, please.
Why do you feel like this initiative was neglected for so many years, and does this come amidst the rising tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela?
We're talking about with Venezuela?
Yes.
Well, you had a different kind of a president before me. They didn't mind being ripped off. They didn't mind being robbed. They didn't mind drugs pouring into our country. They didn't mind the jails of Venezuela and Trinidad being emptied into the U.S., where they take over Colorado and other places. I do mind. So you had a different kind of a president. I hope people are enjoying it because we've never been respected more than we are now. Yeah, please.
You mentioned strikes on land in Venezuela more than 15 times, even now, just in your recent remarks. Why should Maduro take your threats seriously? And
he can do whatever he wants.
What's your end
Maduro?
game? What's your end game?
There's no answer. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, we have a massive armada formed, the biggest we've ever had, and by far the biggest we've ever had in South America. He could do whatever he wants. It's all right. Whatever he wants to do. If he wants to do something, if he plays tough, it'll be the last time he's ever able to play tough. But they sent their prisoners into us. They sent people from jails, and prisons. They sent people from mental institutions and insane asylums into the United States, just walked right in because Biden had an open border policy. What the Biden administration did to our country can never be forgotten. They took in millions and millions, 25 million people over the course of 4 years. Many of those people were murderers and drug dealers, prisoners, rough prisoners. 11,888 murders, More than half of them killed more than one person. They came into our country. Now, I spoke to Christine Noem today. I spoke to Tom Homan today. He came down to see me. And we had a great meeting. They've done an amazing job. We're getting them out. We're getting them out very fast. But this should have never happened. But Venezuela was one of the... Venezuela took advantage of the open borders that Biden created more than any other country. Tren de Aragua, we had gangs all over. Look, I mean, you have a very weak governor in Colorado. Look what happened in Colorado, where they would occupy apartment houses. And he didn't want to do anything about it because he was scared. Any other questions?
Sanctioned oil tanker yesterday. Are you able to share what became of that tanker? Was the U.S. able to seize
No,
it?
it's moving along, and we'll end up getting it. Yeah, we're actually pursuing it. Can you imagine? Because it came from the wrong location. It came out of Venezuela, and it was sanctioned. Yeah, please.
Ultimate goal in Venezuela to force Maduro from power.
Well, I think it probably would. I can't tell that. That's up to him, what he wants to do. I think it would be smart for him to do that. But again, we're going to find out. Look, Venezuela did terrible things to the United States. They sent hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, into our open border. They sent their criminals. They sent their prisoners. They sent their drug dealers. They sent their mentally insane and incompetent people into our country more than any other country. Others did too. The Congo did. Others did too, and we just let them come right in because we were run by a stupid president. But you don't have a stupid president anymore.
And I truly believe that President Trump could perform much better, both within his own country and on the global stage. He would certainly fare better, wouldn't he? Within his own nation, by effectively addressing the crucial economic and social challenges, he would also fare much better with the world if he genuinely focused on his country's domestic issues. Every president should concentrate on their own responsibilities, particularly the economy.
President cannot be thinking how he'll govern other nation. Okay? Imagine if I wasted my time instead of being Venezuela's president, thinking of meddling with other countries, of seeking problems and troubles for them, of wanting to rule the world, right? I would be doing it very badly. And most likely tomorrow, a special law will already be approved as a law of the Republic, a specific piece of legislation to enforce the global conventions that prohibit the assault of ships, piracy, and all other offenses against international trade. The law is called the Law to Guarantee Free Navigation and Commerce Against Piracy in the World Seas. Venezuelan oil, there it is.
By law, by the Constitution, by Bolivar's decree, it is Venezuelan. It will be Venezuelan forever, but it is open to global and national investment.
Behind the scenes, the U.S. has surged military assets into the Caribbean, including its largest naval presence in decades. Yet despite that show of force, BELLA-1 escaped. A sanctioned vessel, a failed seizure, and a reminder that even with overwhelming power, control of the seas is never guaranteed.